Hey, it's Hip Hop and R&B on 103.5 The Beat. Papa Keith live. Brother, special guest, Miami's own Bryant McKinnie's in the building.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yes, we do. What's good, my brother? How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's what's up. Well, welcome back to your second home here at 103.5 The Beat.
Thank you very much.
We're glad to have you back to talk about something that's really, really important, near and dear to your heart. The floor is yours, sir.
So tomorrow night, I'll have an event called Cocktails and Conversations, which is basically a mental health awareness event. I have a panel made up of 10 people actually. 5 of them are therapists, and the 10 are like, your athlete, actress, rappers, things like that. And we discuss mental health. We talk about from grief to like things that may trigger certain situations. Give you tips on what to look for when somebody may be struggling. Because I know people have moments where they think they're the only ones who's going through it or been through something. So it's a great conversation. I like to make this uncomfortable conversation comfortable. The setting is good. The people are there are really great. So I think you'll get a lot out of it.
So let's peel back and find out why this is so important to you.
When I retired, a few other people retired around the same time as me, and they were having trouble transitioning from, I guess, life after the game, and were having breakdowns and, getting arrested and finding themselves in the psych ward. And I would have to go down there and actually sit with them because they felt more comfortable talking to me than their parent or family or whatever because they felt like I've been through what they've been through.
Right.
So I would have to go down there and have those conversations. Then I would also talk with the NFLPA to try to figure out how we can get these guys some help to get better. So after going through that process, I was like, dang, I can only imagine how many other families kind of in those situations where they feel helpless, don't know what to do, and then don't really know or see like it brewing, like coming up. So I said, we need to have this conversation a little more often. Like we need to have a conversation about it, especially males, because I feel like a lot of guys bottle things up, and I always say like a soda can, shake it up until it explodes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So things just keep being shaken and then it explodes. So you want to just catch those things before that happens. And only way to kind of treat these situations is actually talking about it and getting off your chest.
Well, even more so with the type A men, athletes, entrepreneurs, businessmen, definitely, taking on the brunt and bottling these things over a period of years. So I think your concept and the idea is great because, for other people to see A-type men like yourself have these type of conversations, rappers, and and you're sitting down with doctors and therapists and talking about these different triggers and different things. Now it allows a person to feel like, wow, I'm not alone in this, and maybe if they're brave enough to step up, maybe this is my chance.
Exactly, and that's I realized that my first year I did it. I had a friend come to me afterwards and share how they were going through it mentally, and I had no clue. I talked to them all the time, and they had the courage after leaving my event to even want to share that with me. But I like to pick different people like from different industries, to come on board and share their journey and talk about how they got through and what they were through. So it kind of makes other people realize like, oh wow, I can't believe they went through it. But yeah, everybody's human. So we're all gonna go through things, and it's just about treating to get better.
So talking about journey, let's go through your journey from South Florida boy.
No, I'm from Jersey.
From Jersey, okay. Explain from Jersey, because we identify you as ours, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could understand.
You from New York?
I am from
Remember
New York.
we talked about that
Yes,
came in?
we did. But, we identify you as one of ours. And so,
I've been here since the 90s.
Exactly. Can you kind of go through that trajectory from, how when you came here to South Florida, how you came and the things that you've done?
Yeah, I came to South Florida, attended University of Miami, and then ended up being part of the greatest team college history.
Yes.
And just kind of built relationships with a lot of people, and especially in college, like you had people from here originally, like Vernon, Carey, and Nevy. So they kind of took me in as like they were like my second family here, and then became close with their family. And that's kind of how I started to know a lot of people here in the community. And then along those, during those times, I like sponsored different things. Like Uncle Luke used to have a Pop Warner team, and I sponsored some events for him in the past, and then just kept building relationships with people, and then started like really giving back into community because now I felt like I'm definitely basically from here. More of my life has been here in Jersey. I mean, more of my life has been here in Miami than it has been in Jersey. So now it's like I want to be able to pour back into the community. So I do like 3 events a year. Back to school drive. I do something called Operation Turkey where we give back 2,000 meals on Thanksgiving Day, and then I do a Christmas tour drive. So those are my 3 events. This event helps me, raise some of the funding to continue to do those events. Right. And then I host another event for a gentleman from the University of Miami. His niece or somebody they have cystic fibrosis. Wow. So I've been doing a kickball event for the past 12 years for that. So she's 14 now, and we've been raising money for her, her charity and everything. So there's 4 different events. I used to do something called Operation Prom, but then I stopped it during COVID because they stopped having prom. Mm-hmm. And then when I picked up and started doing the mental health awareness event, it was kind of around the same time, so it was kind of hard for me to focus on both. But I really wanted to get into this mental health, so I feel like I would rather put this out there to help people get better.
Well, I want to take this time to recognize you in the sense that since I've known of you and about you and actually work with you, because you also helped me when I started. Oh
yeah, sure did.
You were the first person to do my football clinic when I started People Matter Fest.
Yep.
Back in 17, right? So what I would say about you that I've witnessed, I don't know any athlete in South Florida who's given back more than you. And there's a lot of athletes that give back. I'm not taking away from you, but not as much as you.
I try to be consistent.
What's wrong with you? What's up with you? What is it that triggers this thing that you want to help everyone?
I just always look at it I know when, I was growing up, I grew up in a single parent home, so my mom had to work 2 jobs because my shoe size went my age till I was 18. So I was expensive, just be one kid. So, being able to have somebody come in and help and assist, I'd rather be there for somebody who, because I've seen what, it was like for my mom have to work, 2 jobs and sometimes 3 during holidays. So to be able to come in and assist some people, that's why the Operation Prom was a big thing for me. I probably need to get back into it. But just the mental health space, I definitely really into this. Minnesota Vikings, they bring myself up in 2 of my team, players, a therapist and a player. And we talk to their players.
Oh, cool.
We did that last year, and they called me back this year and said they want to bring us back again and have that conversation with the players up there again. Didn't know it was mandatory now in the NFL, so they have to do it, I think, at least once or twice a year.
You're pleased about that.
Oh, definitely. So I'm glad that they even thought to reach out to me. They're always a sponsor for my mental health awareness event. They've been a sponsor since I started it. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're even paying attention that I'm doing this and then to think to reach out to me to come and talk to the team is a big deal to me. So, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, when I say the most giving, there's other layers to it as well. Obviously, with the charities, you do your thing for sure, but lending people money.
Yeah.
Sponsoring other people's charities and pouring into other people with your time and your money. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. People's careers, people want to be singers and rappers and artists. You've poured so much. People trying to start businesses. I watched it, bro. I watched it. So I'm giving you your flowers.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Okay?
I appreciate it. I feel like that's how I'm able to continue to stay blessed is by, using what God give me to bless others and find his way back. That's
what's up, man. Yeah. Listen, please run down the events that's happening. Let everybody know once again how they can get involved. Please give them a website and a place they can go to help you.
So they can go to BryantMcKinnie.com, BryantMcKinnie.com. You can purchase your tickets or you can donate. The event is Thursday, May 22nd at the Hard Rock inside of Daer Nightclub. Have to be 21 and older to enter. The doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8. Great panel. You'll get a lot out of this. Very interactive, like a fireside type of chat. But I have a life coach, I have therapists, psychologists, a bunch of people on stage. I also have Trina's on to be on. Trina's one of my panelists. Lisa Ray, Silk the Shocker, NFL player Tommy Harris, Sean T, the fitness guru. So you have a lot of people from different backgrounds that will be up there and sharing their journey.
That's what's up. Bryant McKinnie, thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Continued success, helping people out. This is a very, especially for us brown and black folks.
Yeah.
And, this is...
We don't discuss it that often, so I try to make it feel be comfortable for people to say, oh, okay, I'm not having a good day. Well, let me talk about it. You know what I mean? Instead of holding it in.
Cocktails and conversations. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you for having me.